What's up, LA Live Gang? This is your boy AC, and I'm back with a special live stream edition of LA Sports Live. You guys see the thumbnail, you see the title. Let's get straight to it. Now, this story comes courtesy of Tyler Conway. I repeat, comes courtesy of Tyler Conway at Bleacher Report. Now, you know, we talk about a lot of different stories, a lot of different rumors, and you know, some stuff I believe, some stuff I don't. Okay, I'm not too familiar with Tyler Conway. What's up, Lakers over everything? I'm not too familiar with Tyler Conway, and I did a little bit research on him. He is a I'm not gonna say legitimate reporter, but he is a reporter, and he does work for Bleacher Report. So that much I can say is true. But I can't say for sure. I can't give a ballpark number of how much I believe is this story true or not. Salute to everybody in the chat. What's up, Eric? What's up, Reg Dog? Reg Dog in the house. But anyway, let's look at the article real quick and see what we can make of this. Now, like I said, this is courtesy of Bleacher Report, a reporter by the name of Tyler Conway. Um, I'm gonna just read it a little bit. When the Lakers excuse me, when the Los Angeles Lakers acquired Anthony Davis, it was assumed he would lead the franchise in a post LeBron James world. That may no longer be the case. Sean Devaney of Heavy reported some of the Lakers front office would prefer to explore Davis' trade value when James exits the franchise. I repeat, Sean Devaney of Heavy reported some in the Lakers front office would prefer to explore Davis' trade value when LeBron James exits the franchise. A lot of that depends on where LeBron winds up. If he stays in Los Angeles and he stays a Laker, he had a lot stays a Laker. He had a lot personally invested in AD being there. So yes, in that case, Davis will stay. But it is not a sure thing, a league executive told Devaney. Man, so this is just people from the outside speculating on stuff. There are some in the organization who would not mind seeing what they can bring back for AD, but they would not be with LeBron. But that would not be with LeBron there. You get to 2024 though, and maybe things change. Okay, so we know AD, he's under contract to the 2020 well, let me finish reading it. Davis is under contract through at least the 2023-2024 season. And actually, he does have a player option for one more year after that. Um, but it would make sense for him to opt out with his eyes on a new max contract that would pay him nearly $50 million annually. So you guys see how everybody's getting paid. So they're just speculating that AD would opt out of that last year, for a new deal. Um, yeah, man, I'm not really feeling this article. It's interesting though, man. It's just a lot of speculation, and they basically assuming this under the premise that if LeBron leaves, because as long as LeBron is staying in Los Angeles, I don't think he's going to approve a trade of Anthony Davis. After all the stuff, the Lakers had to go through with bringing him here, all the stuff Anthony Davis had to go through, with him trying to get out of New Orleans and then eventually getting him here, and all the stuff the Lakers had to give up um, in order to secure Anthony Davis. I don't see them just giving him away. Um, I would maybe agree that if LeBron leaves within the next 2 years, which I don't think he is, but if he were to leave within the next 2 years, that might be something that the Lakers look at. But at the same time, and it doesn't matter what kind of seasons Anthony Davis has in between, but trading away a talent like Anthony Davis, man, you never. I mean, we've seen in these blockbuster trades, man, it's very hard to win one of those trades, and you're not going to get the kind of assets you want, especially given AD's, injury history. So it's really kind of hard to say, man. Like, it's really kind of hard to say what direction they will move in. But the Lakers are not going to. They've traded big name players before. But it's usually always a reason for it, man. It's just like severe circumstances. I don't think they're just gonna trade Anthony Davis just because LeBron is gone, Clutch is gone, Anthony Davis, you be gone too. No, I don't think they're gonna do that, man. Because if you have a top 10 player, like that's not something And when Anthony Davis is healthy, he's a top 10 player. Um, those guys right there, man, you just don't trade them for any erroneous reason, because it just doesn't make sense, because top 10 players are too hard to come by. So, in my opinion, that, one thing's for certain, two things for sure. Salute to everybody in the chat. Let's see. Wavis says he has to prove this season that he can stay healthy. Well, yeah, I would, I think we all would agree on that. But I still don't think, man, there's, unless just something crazy happens this season where um Anthony Davis just shows up in bad shape, and like he hasn't been working out and hasn't improved on anything, then that might, the Lakers might look at it and be like, hey man, what's going on, bro? I mean, do you even care anymore? But I just don't see that. I just don't see that happening, man. I just don't see that happening. Um, the only way I really see them moving off of Anthony Davis is if he asks for a trade. You know, if he asks for a trade and there's good reasons behind it or whatever, then I think the Lakers will probably oblige him. But other than that, I don't see that happening, man. I just really don't. And I mean, I could have came on live at least an hour ago, guys. I could have came on at least an hour ago, but I was trying to do some. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Ray Dog. By that time, he would be considered damaged goods, if he's not even already considered that already. But like I was saying, I could have came on at least an hour ago, man. But I was trying to research this guy Tyler Conway. Just to check on the validity of this story. But he is actually a reporter. He works for a lot of different outlets, but he does work for Bleacher Report as well. So it's an interesting story. It's just another story, another situation where people are speculating on the Lakers and some of their players in the future. I mean, we all know what's going on right now with all these different trade talks. Now it seems like every day you get on, now there's another trade or another variation of the trade. So, it's it's probably going to be like this. You know what I'm saying? It's probably going to be like this until something goes down. And like I said before, I predict it will go down it'll go down before training camp. Now, that'd be a safe bet, right? That'd be a safe bet to say it'll go down before training camp, because um, a team like the Nets and a team like the Lakers, they don't want players like Kyrie Irving and Russell Westbrook in their training camp, because they're going to want is the least amount of distractions as possible. Lakers over everything. You think AD is there for the long haul? I don't believe he's a 15-year plus guy. I wouldn't be surprised if he retired after his contract. Yeah, I understand what you're saying, man. He just doesn't appear to be a guy who's in love with the sport of basketball, and definitely not in love with everything that comes along with it, as far as the working out and all that kind of stuff. We talked about that before. So, what's up, Kenneth Daniels? So yeah, I mean, it is what it is, man. That it kind of reminds me his mentality not quite as bad, but it kind of reminds me of Andrew Bynum. Okay, because Andrew Bynum was a big man, underdeveloped, but he had a ton of talent, bro. He had a ton of talent. The injuries kind of probably, well, they didn't probably, but his injuries did cut his career short. But there was a guy who had a ton of talent who could have been a lot better than what he was, but he didn't. He didn't love the sport of basketball, and definitely didn't love working out. I agree, Red Dog, man. Red Dog says, for the sake of the Lakers, I hope he stays healthy next season. All jokes aside, you know, that's what we want to see, man. That's what we want to see, man. We want to see a full season. I mean, look, the last time we saw a pretty much a full season of a healthy, motivated Anthony Davis was 2020, and the dude was a monster. He was a monster, and nobody really says this. Nobody really talks about it, but man, go back and watch some of my old videos. So that was 3 years ago. Go back and watch some of my old videos, and I remember talking about how frustrated I was. AD and LeBron turned out to be a great duo, no doubt. But that shit was that. Let me stop cussing. That was not pretty in the beginning. Okay, you guys remember? It wasn't really pretty in the beginning. Um, Watching LeBron and AD work because LeBron had a, you guys remember he pretty much force fed. He pretty much force fed AD that whole damn season, and it wasn't pretty. A lot of things were forced. He would just throw him the ball and let him go to work, and I was hollering and screaming, wondering, why it was so hard to get AD easy looks. When I went back to look at the video with the Pelicans, it seemed like he was able to get his buckets a lot more easier. So, but anyway, that was the last season. Last time we saw AD completely healthy for a whole season. He was a monster, no doubt about it. Maybe should have been defensive player of the year. And had an MVP ish type season, and had a monster playoffs, and had a monster finals too. And for a little while, it looked like he could have been Finals MVP. But so the Lakers are not, even though we're a few years removed, they're not going to be so quick to just kick a guy like that to the side, man. That monster, from that season, from that year, he's still in there somewhere, man. Yeah, he's in there somewhere. SM says once LeBron leaves, AD has to go. Trade him for younger. I guess you're saying for younger players and picks. We'll see. But that's at least, I believe that's at least 2 years from right now, and the market for AD could be vastly changed by that time. So I mean, look, SCM, think about it. What do you think the market really is for let's just say the Lakers want to trade LeBron James right now? We see how hard it is for the Nets to get a decent offer for KD. What kind of offer do you think they want? If LeBron wanted to be traded right now, what realistically, what kind of deal could they get for LeBron James? Come on, man. Teams are going to be, if they don't want to give assets up for a 33-year-old KD, they're not going to really want to part with too many valuable assets for a valuable LeBron James. And moving forward, 2 years from now, uh, you know, they may want to give a pick or two for AD, and then that's it, man. Because by that time, AD will be 32. And who knows what kind of other injuries might pop up between now and then. Reg Dog says, anyone notice that AD looks like he's playing scared? He knows he's going to get hurt. That's something that we don't want to talk about, but he does look like that. And another thing I talked about with Lakers over everything, um, he doesn't like to post workout videos. He damn sure does not like to post gym workout videos. And when he does, he when you watch LeBron do it, and I shouldn't compare him to LeBron, but when you watch LeBron working out, any kind of workout, but in this case, working out with weights, you can tell LeBron is like a workout junkie. He loves it, everything associated with it. The man is 30, almost 38, and it's even you see in the videos when he's working out with his kids. He doesn't take it easy. He goes hard all the time, and now that's not good. He needs to slow down. But anyway, the point is that's a man who loves everything about basketball, everything, including the grind and workout. AD does not appear to be that way. AD appears to like be going through the motions and does things because he knows he has to because he gets paid very nicely. I might add to play basketball, and that's just the way it is. There's not everybody who plays the game professionally loves it. And that's just the bottom line. Let's see a couple more comments. Salute to Kenneth Daniels, man. Make sure you so Kenneth Daniels and SL. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. See, Darvingham tried to get Rasheed Wallace here to bring out that dog in AD. Knows that Rasheed turned down the job. Yeah, we don't know the specifics behind that. Why a deal couldn't get done, and if I'm not mistaken, there's still one more assistant coach spot left on the Lakers. So you never know; it might be a late arrival. But yeah, that's something that was something that we were kind of looking towards getting Rasheed Wallace because if you've been a long time, well, if you've been a long time Laker fan, if you've been a long time NBA fan, Rasheed was a dog and he didn't mind mixing it up, and he caused us problems, right? He caused us problems in the playoffs. So we know Rasheed was not scared of the moment. He had big moments in the playoffs, and yeah, AD would definitely benefit from having a player like that around, day to day. Lakers over everything. You see what the Gobert what the catch was in the Gobert trade. I wonder if Minnesota would have given us anywhere near that for AD. You never know. You never know. Uh, AD he needs to save face, man. He needs to save face. AD needs to save face, and I think he knows it. I think he knows it. I think he knows he needs to come out and shut some people up. Like you guys have heard me say on this channel before, like let's say when I started this channel, I didn't realize it, but it's been 3 years. But anyway, when I started this channel, right before the championship season in 2019, you know, Anthony Davis, Giannis, there was a legitimate argument about who was better, Anthony Davis or Giannis. And you got people who felt you had fans on both sides, but I think most people would have said that Anthony Davis was better, was a more talented player. Well, now that argument is not. It's not. You guys know what it is. Giannis is a world champion now, so is AD. But Giannis is also MVP. So and defensive player of the year. So clearly he's moved past AD. And I really do think, and I got some wood right here. I'm gonna knock on it. I hope AD hears all the noise surrounding his name. I hope that he wants some respect to be put on his name, and I hope he comes out with the healthy MVP type season next season. LeBron tried to light a fire under him, talking about you guys remember that post from maybe a month ago and saying AD is gonna have a fire season and all that shit. LeBron's done all he could do, trying to fire the guy up, trying to pump the guy up, and we'll see what kind of effort AD brings next season. But anyway, guys, I just want to jump on and bring this story real quick. I don't think it's too much to it, man. It's too early in the game talking about trading AD because as long as LeBron is here, One thing for certain, two things for sure. I don't think AD is going anywhere. You guys, when you're watching the replay, well, you're right, Eric. You're Eric, but in today's game, obviously, I guess now you don't necessarily have to shoot to, to be considered a great. And people are talking about Steph Curry is, some kind of master or something with you, but he's only really good at one thing. But now all of a sudden, Steph Curry is in the GOAT conversation. So that's just the way it is, man. That's just the way it is. But anyway, you guys tell me if you're watching this video on a replay. Tell me what you think about it in the comments below. Do you think the Lakers are really, really entertaining trading AD, or is this just a bunch of, like I like to call it, poppycock and boulder dash? Let me know in the comments below, guys. I'm about to wrap up right here. I salute to everybody who came through. Lakers over everything. Eric Quan, Res Dogs TV. Everybody, make sure you subscribe to Lakers over everything and Res Dog. Bad boy for life. Salute to you, bro, for coming through. Who were the newcomers? Kenneth Daniels and SM. I be hearing you all over the place. Thank you for coming through to this stream and blessing me with your presence on this channel. I really appreciate it. A lot of you guys who bounce around, let me say this before I go. A lot of you guys who bounce around and listen to a lot of different channels, I don't know if you know this, but when I see SM, when I see Reg Dog, when I see Eric Kwan, when I see you guys on other channels, specifically Lakers channels, I'm like, damn. And I know I ain't the only YouTuber who does this shit, but like, I'd be like, man, I want him. Why he don't come to my channel, or what if he hasn't found my channel, or, when I hear you and see you guys on other channels, when I hear you and see you on Ticket or SM, I think you were on Lakers in 5 the other day, or whoever, or if I see you on Bang, or if I see you on Kareem, or Eric is an OG from Kareem's channel. I'm like, damn, other YouTubers, when we see the guys, we want them to be like, damn, come to my channel. You guys don't understand how important that is. Well, at least it's important to me. I'll admit it. It makes me feel good when I see OGs like you guys on my streams, OGs like Elder, who come through and bless the channel. Elder, came through and blessed, my channel and gave me my first Cash App. And it wasn't no $10, it wasn't no $50, it wasn't no $75. He came through and gave a nice Cash App, and I appreciate that, man. So before I end, I just want to acknowledge you guys. Thank you for coming through and let you know you really appreciate it. And another thing, next time I do a damn cash giveaway, you guys who listen all the time, or here and there, you guys who listen, man, watch the video so you can get paid. Now I had to get that money away, but it was to a new subscriber. Shout out to the guy who won. I don't even remember his name, but I want to give it to one of you guys. So I'm gonna do another cash giveaway at 2,500 subscribers, and it ain't gonna be 50. It's gonna be at least 100 or more. So next time when I do like a big cash giveaway, you guys make sure you find out, watch the video and everything, so I can pay you guys. Cause I rather pay you guys, one of you guys who will be around all the time versus somebody who finds the channel the first time and they follow instructions and they get paid. So I'd rather just give it to somebody who's been around for a while, but it is what it is. I made the rules and I had to stick to it. So anyway, next time, 2,500 subscribers, the giveaway will be at least $100 cash. I'll send it to your Cash App or PayPal, whatever. So you guys stay tuned to that. Yeah, but just be on the lookout for that one, Rest Dog. Be on the lookout for the next one. Anyway, this is your boy, AC, LA Sports Live. And I will wrap with y'all later. Somebody hit that outro for me.